Following Purdue's opening night victory over Evansville, a game without Trey Kaufman-Renn, a game in which everybody did some good things for the most part, a 31-point victory. Recap up on the channel now. Go check it out. Matt Painter spoke on a variety of things, one of them being the status of Antoine West, his freshman guard, who is considering a redshirt. That's how this has been laid out for the most part. Now, there hasn't been much direct clarity when we say there's a redshirt decision. That can go one of two ways. It could be either the player is deciding. Sometimes it can be the team is going to tell you you're redshirting. My interpretation of this is that they are leaving the redshirt up to Antoine himself, and that
hmm
that is where we're going. I don't know that for sure, but that's me reading the tea leaves here. Dustin Schutte has the latest reporting on this. He put an article out with SI.com. Shout out to Dustin. Great reporting as always. This is what Painter said. Quote, with Antoine, we're just going to wait for a couple of weeks, get through a couple of games, and go from there. He wasn't totally sure one way or the other. He's very competitive. He wants to play. End quote. Now, regardless of what Antoine West wants, he didn't play. On night one of the real season, with Antoine not officially redshirting, he did not take off his warm up. Aaron Fine, Jace Rail, and Jack Lusk got a garbage time minute each. Omer Meyer played 18 minutes. Antoine West did not step on the floor. If this is being left up for his decision, it feels to me that this was a pretty clear message sent from Matt Painter and the staff on what exactly he's choosing between.
hmm
You're not in the plans right now, was the message sent on night one. That doesn't mean we don't believe in your future, but while Antoine wants to play, he's not playing to start the season. Do you have any pushback on anything I've said as we laid out this situation, and where do you think this is headed?
No, I don't have any pushback, and I see it from both sides. Because look, first I'm gonna put myself in Antoine's shoes. Just last night in particular, or just him being competitive as he is, he probably thinks to himself like, I see Jakari getting these minutes, I see CJ getting these minutes, and this isn't even like this isn't even like a the teammates against each other thing. I think it's his competitive spirit believing that's what makes them a good player, people being competitive and believing that they can outdo the person in front of them or they can contribute to this team. He probably believes that. I even think Paint believes that he can do that. But I also think that Paint realizes that it might not be in the cards for him this year. And, if he were to play Antoine in the game last night, that probably would have pushed Antoine towards maybe not redshirting. Whereas if they do it like this, is he really going to sign up just to not even get in and blow out games? Then that would probably just be a waste of a year for him where he could preserve it if he wants to. So I see it from both sides. I see what Paint's trying to do. I see what Antoine's trying to do. Also think that Paint is probably right in doing this because I think he knows what he has in Antoine. He wants to preserve this year, and just with how the team is right now, there's probably not much of a there's a very minimal role for him.
Yeah, so the right decision here, I struggle with calling anything right one way or the other when it is ultimately a kid's choice for his future.
Mm,
Like let's make one thing clear. Even the side of this decision that I think would be the wrong decision. Antoine West not redshirting, saying I want to play, boom. Logistically, to me, the wrong decision. If Antoine has decided, hey, I want to play 4 years in college, 3 years in college, I think I'm an NBA player, whatever he believes, and I'm perfectly okay with my first year being one where I'm not in the rotation, but I still want to be there in case of emergency. I want to say that I was an active player on a national title caliber team.
hmm
That should be his decision. If he is okay with that and he believes that's what's best for him, who are we to tell him he's wrong? You don't need to play 4 awesome years in college to make that a worthy career. Um, from the Purdue side, if you believe in Antoine's future and what's best for you as a program, selfishly in your team, you would love an extra year of eligibility of this guy. And
hmm
I think the disconnect here for me is this: if Painter and staff want him to redshirt, and he is like, yeah, coach, I don't want to. To me, there is a disconnect between what they view as best for both parties going forward, right? Painter should be able to sell the fifth guard out of five that's not playing on like, you're going to want that extra year of eligibility with us, and we're going to make the most of it. And trust me, it'll be worth it. If he's not able to land that pitch, to me, that does say something about a disconnect there between Painter's vision for his future and whatever West thinks.
Hmm.
Like maybe in West mind, it's like, you're talking 4 more years. I'm not going to be here in 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm an NBA guy. Like, what are we talking? And if that's how he's approaching it, he says he's a competitive kid. I'm not saying that is or isn't how he's approaching it, but I guess what I'm saying is I don't understand why West would not come to the logical conclusion here and just redshirt if he and Painter shared the same vision for his future.
Right. Well, I don't think they do. I don't think they do because and this is all me guessing, right? He's a competitive kid. Like, there's kids that have this. I call it confidence. It can be irrational confidence. It could be completely out of left field. It's just confidence. It's confidence in themselves and their ability, right? And who are you to really tell them about that confidence? Now, on the flip side of that, Matt Painter knows what he's doing. Newsflash. He's right a lot. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing this a long time at a high level and very successfully. I look at it from the outside in, and I would probably trust that guy on what the vision he had for me. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm trying to relate it to a situation in college basketball, and you tell me if this one's wrong. AirPods for Illinois. Basically, Underwood's like, you're not going to play on this team. AirPods is like, well, I think I'm a pro, so I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to play right away. And he ends up making it happen, and it works out well. Also, seeing that go the opposite way, where players do that and it doesn't work out, or I don't know. There's a lot of different pathways I think you can go with this, but I don't know. You would hope that players would trust Paint's vision for them because I don't know. You always hear the phrase like someone knows best, like your parents know best. Paint Paint might know best in this situation.
Yeah, I think, I mean, right, you should. It's kind of a meme at this point, like trust and paint. I'm gonna trust paint, right? But
That's what I'm gonna do.
he legitimately does always have best interest in hearts of everyone that comes through his program, right? So to me, again, I don't have an issue. I think the right decision, everyone seems to agree, the right decision is to redshirt. Antoine just may not, and that would be frustrating. Now, do you think like last night he didn't play? Do you think that that may change his mind? Because maybe Antoine came into last night being like, you know what? I bet I get a shot. And if I get 4 minutes a game here, like I'm going to prove it. I'm going to earn it. Now it's a pretty clear switch on like that's not coming. So yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts?
No, I think last night was a clear message um, from Payne and the staff, and I mean everyone else got in this game that was available, right?
Yeah,
So I mean I don't know if the writing isn't on the wall there, then I don't know what is in a game versus Evansville that they were up 30.
right.
So I mean I get it though. To your point, I want to be an active player on this roster. I want a chance. I believe in it. You can need me. Also, could get to a point where, like, in emergency, they need you. You burn your red shirt. So it can go both ways.
Yeah, very true. I do you think he will redshirt?
I think so.
I think he's not going to.
Even okay, but what does that come with though? Does he get in like an Oakland Friday?
I think there will be a moment this season he gets in.
Oh,
I think Antoine just I buy the competitive spirit. I think this kid is truly approaching this like it's gonna work out my way. I'm
Paint.
gonna get there.
I see it, Paint.
What?
This is like, nah, you ain't good enough.
Oh, light a fire.
Not even light a fire. It's like I got a competitive kid. What's the best way to make an ultra competitive kid even more competitive? Yeah, you ain't good enough. Red shirt.
Yeah, also if he's that competitive, I mean I can only imagine what he was thinking sitting on the bench as CJ Cox started and did not attempt a shot in 20 minutes. 20 of the emptiest minutes you'll see from a Purdue player ever. It was Colvin-esque. Although I don't know if Colvin ever played 20 minutes without putting one shot up. So, like,
Yeah.
if I'm
Hey,
Antoine, I'm definitely sitting there like this I'm redshirting behind that right now.
yeah.
Like,
Tough, tough spot to be in. Never ever forget season 2012. A young football player by the name of Seth Hubbard was put in before Carter Elliott, who racked in his only career DNP. Got onto the bus, said, "Coach, what's up? What do you like? What's going on here?" And he looked at me in my eyes and said, "I don't know. What did you do today to help the team win?" I then looked at him and said, "I didn't really do much, didn't play." That was the end of the conversation. This story didn't get to the point that I wanted it to get to. I just wanted to let it be known that in 2012, Seth Hubbard got in a basketball game before me, and I've never been more livid in my only career DNP.
and now you're podcasting.
Yeah, Seth's doing great, by the way. That's my dog. That's my guy.
Good luck to Antoine. I'm excited to see how this plays out.